Good evening. Wow, the pace of news, if you will, definitely stepped up today, in my opinion. Um, there were, I would say, pretty significant moves in the international arena, if you will. And I think it's time we really pay close attention. Now, I don't know who it was, but I had watched a video or saw something where somebody was saying something to the effect of one of the Russian state media outlets had put out an article, and I believe it had to do with something to do with a nuclear strike. And it was, from my understanding, dated the 24th. And now I went to go, and I didn't have time to start looking again. I meant to go find out where I saw that today. But I just, that is kind of eerie to me, just because we know how other things have turned out. There's a lot of weird discrepancies with 9/11 and times that videos were shot that were supposedly live, and clearly they weren't live. It just really interesting. Anyway, I've got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about as far as these incidents that titled in the show tonight. Somebody on Facebook, in one of the Facebook groups I'm in, put together this list. Now, I have not went and independently verified this list or anything like that, so I want to put that out there right up front. So if there's something or multiple somethings wrong on this, I haven't had time to go through and independently verify every one on it. But I'll tell you what, I do recall hearing about a lot of strange incidents this year, and even leading up to this year. And I thought there were a lot of things that were just odd. A lot of different industries just catching fire, or this or that, the other thing happening. And I'm convinced, and I've said this before, I'm convinced that you could screw with people through the electrical system. I really do, because there are a lot of things that you can manipulate using different frequency. And, I suspect that if they wanted to, they could wreak havoc. That being said, there's other types of weapons, like directed energy type of weapons and what have you. So I really do think that there is something of that nature going on here. I think that it's not only going on here in the United States, but I think that it's going on in Russia and other countries. And there were 2 fires in Russia today that are rather interesting. One of them was at a military facility, and the other one was at a chemical plant. Really interesting, like the largest chemical plant. Not any chemical plant, the largest chemical plant. So I look at this stuff and I ask myself, and by the way, I don't forget about the fires out west and all of that either. And I have to ask myself the question, is this a part of World War III? And has World War III been going on for a little longer than we even realize? And are some of these incidents, some of these fires that have been happening, not just in this past year, which I'm going to show, but even the last couple of years? Very interesting. Very interesting. So anyway, like I said, somebody on Facebook had put together a list, and I'm going to go over to that view, and I actually kind of got the list here backwards, so we're going to be starting out at the first of the year and then working ourselves up to present time. But I'm just going to go through these, and what it is, it's got the date, it's got the location, it's got the name of the company, and it's got what kind of company it is. So, January 2nd, Moments, Illinois, Van Drunen Farms, freeze-dried ingredient production. January 3rd, Cambria, Wisconsin, Didion ethanol plant, dry corn mill. On the 4th of January, St. Rosa, Minnesota, a dairy farm. Godfrey, Illinois, on January 7th, that was Hatch and Kirk, and it doesn't say what kind of business. January 7th, Toledo, Ohio, ADM Grain Company. They do grain, obviously. The 8th of January, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Mercedes-Benz. It's a battery plant there. Another one on the 8th of January, Wharton County, Texas, Nanya, I think that's supposed to be Plastic Corporation, something to that effect. And this was, I guess the name of the, I guess it's a Taiwanese company, but it's here in Texas. Anyway, plastics company. On the 10th of January, we're not even halfway through January yet. Kenton County, Kentucky, Sylmar Chemicals, chemical plant. The 11th of January, Memphis, Texas, PMC Biogenics, a chemical plant, or I guess they process fatty acids there. On the 12th of January, Lecompte, hang on, let me blow these up. I can blow these up. You guys would probably appreciate that too. Let's see. Lecompte, Louisiana, I believe. Cargill, Nutrina, pet food, aquaculture, beef, equine, poultry, and dairy. On the 14th of January, Taylor, Texas, Balkanus Reserves. It's a recycling plant. Another one on the 14th of January, Passaic, New Jersey, Majestic Industries, Qualco Chemical Plant. They make chlorine tablets, water clarifiers, and other pool chemicals and furniture. What a hell of a combination. Continuing on. Let me blow this one up. Down one. On the 16th of January, my true love gave to me. Cottonport, Louisiana. Cottonport Monofill Plant. They are a tire processing plant. On the 19th of January, Rock Valley, Iowa, Cooperative Farmers, they do corn. 20th of January, Pembroke Park, Florida, Southwest 31st Avenue, electrical equipment. 20th of January, Fairmont, Nebraska, Poet Ethanol, they do grain ethanol. 21st of January, Brownville, New York, Nina Paper, their paper mill, do pressboard. Another one on the 21st of January, Hampshire, Illinois. W.R. Meadows Incorporated Manufacturing Complex. They do construction materials manufacturing. Another one yet on the 21st of January, Rugby, North Dakota. Rugby Farmers Elevator, grain elevator. Some of these are probably just, small things that happen, like, the grain elevator could have been a motor failure or something or a wiring, issue that caused the dust to, ignite or anything like that. So, I'm not saying all of these are something that I suspect could be something that Russia would do, especially if it's just a small little grain elevator or something like that. No, things do happen. 24th of January, Cares, California, Stanislaus Farm Supply Warehouse. They do fertilizer grade sulfur. 25th of January, Bruton, Minnesota, a family dairy farm. 27th of January, Dickinson, North Dakota, J-Chem Chemical Facility. They do chemicals for oil fields and equipment. February 1st, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the Winston Weaver Company, the fertilizer plant. Another one on February 1st, Clovis, New Mexico, Gavillion. It's a grain elevator. Another one yet on February 1st, Wakarusa, Indiana. It says cattle. So I don't know if the cattle were on fire or what happened there. And it's not necessarily, I don't know that all of these are necessarily fires either, but I would assume that a good part of them are. I don't know. I don't think I covered this one. 2nd of February, Osterburg, Pennsylvania, dairy farm. On the 3rd of February, Stowe, Vermont, Percy Farm, another dairy farm. On another one on the 3rd, Mauston, Wisconsin River Meats. They do meat processing. On the 4th of February, Oak, California, Yuba City. Diamond Walnut Growers Factory, Walnut Factory. On the 4th of February, Belgrade, Montana, a grain elevator. Another one on the 4th, St. Paul, Oregon, Champeg Farm, raising turkeys and other poultry. Okay, next page. This is kind of crazy. And that's why I'm going ahead and going through them, because it's kind of crazy. On the 5th of February, Bartlett, Illinois, 1200 block of Humbrack Circle. TD Ameritrade, it's a record storage facility. The 8th of February, Orange, California, Foamex, a foam factory. 9th of February, Brookings County, South Dakota State University, a dairy research and training facility. 9th of February, another one, Camden, New Jersey, Mofco Worldwide. They do licorice products, so damn it, gonna be a licorice shortage. The 17th of February, Claypool, Indiana, Lewis Dreyfus Company. They do soybean processing and biodiesel plant. Another one on the 17th of February, Willoughby, Iowa. That is DeMilta Iron and Metal Company. They do iron and metal plant. They do iron and metal plant. Learn to spoke, yo. The 18th of February, St. Albans, Vermont, Best View Farm. It's a dairy. 19th of February, Fremont, Nebraska, Lincoln Premium Poultry. It's a poultry processing plant. Slow down a little bit there, Mike. The 21st of February, Garyville, Louisiana, Marathon Petroleum Oil Refinery. 22nd of February, Hermiston, Oregon, Shearer's Foods Potato Chip Plant. Leave the chips alone, Putin. Pardon me. 23rd of February, Pierpont, South Dakota, Full Circle Ag. It's a chemical mixing facility. 28th of February, Lincoln, Nebraska, Shadowbrook Farm and Dutch Girl Creamery. They do cheese and milk, goat and cow. March 1st, Sunnyside, Washington, Nutrient Ag Solutions, their fertilizer storage facility. The 8th of March, Bibb. Yuck, sorry. I guess it's Bibb County, Alabama. Unless that's Alaska. Who knows? It's ALA. And Alaska is AK, and Alabama is AL, but I'm assuming that's Alabama. I don't know. Anyway, Mercedes-Benz, a parts and supply hub. Wow. They had another one not that long ago, huh? On the 14th of March, Long Swamp Township, Pennsylvania, dairy. On the 15th of March, Waco, Texas, Pilgrim's Pride ammonia leak. They do chicken processing. 16th of March, Avon, Indiana, Walmart Fulfillment Center. Another one on the 16th of March, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Nestle. They do Stouffer's, Lean Cuisine, DiGiorno, and Tombstone brands. Zoom this one in. On the 20th of March, Lincoln, Wisconsin, cattle. And like I said, I don't understand with the cattle. I'm assuming that the cattle didn't catch fire. I don't know what happened there. The 21st of March, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Starglow Industries, they do screw machining. Oh, we're screwed now. Rubber to metal bonding. Oh, there goes the rubbers. And Red Eye Rollers Service. Let's see. The 22nd of March. Piscataway, New Jersey. And I know I probably said that wrong. PepsiCo, it's Pepsi Warehouse. Well, that's no loss. I'm kidding. Let's see. The 23rd of March. Williamson, New York. Thatcher Company. They do chemical manufacturing, distribution, water treatment, food manufacturing, and pharmaceuticals. 23rd of March, Parodyville, Wisconsin, Amish Farm. They do poultry. 24th of March, Belfast, Maine, Penobscot, Macrum. They are a potato plant. The 26th of March, Lockwood, Montana, ExxonMobil Oil Refinery. 29th of March, Midland County, Michigan, Robinson Industries Plastics Factory. March 31st, San Juan, Texas, Rio Fresh Incorporated, sweet onions, cabbage, kale, greens, and melons. April 2nd here, Atlanta, Georgia, Hubcap Daddy, they do tire salvage. April 5th, Berlin Township, Michigan, Herbrooks Green Meadows Organics, they do, it's a poultry ranch. April 6th, Wichita, Kansas, Coleman, they make propane cylinders. April 8th, Whitehall, I guess it's Whitehall, Arkansas. I guess. Twin Rivers Pine Bluff Paper Mill, they make sack craft paper. The 9th of April, Benicia, California, Port of Benicia, if I'm pronouncing that right. The 9th of April, Alton 801, Piasaw, it's an industrial parts. And I'm thinking that was probably Alton, Illinois. I'm betting. Next, this is the last one here. On the 10th of April, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Phantom Fireworks. Another one on the 10th of April, Wichita, Kansas, a grain elevator. One on the 11th, Phoenix, Arizona, a recycling plant. They do metal. Another one on the 11th of April, Conway, New Hampshire, East Conway Beef and Pork. That's a butcher shop and meat market. A lot of them on the 11th. Another one on the 11th, Robards, Kentucky, Tyson Foods, frozen raw chicken products. Another one on the 11th of April, Lancaster, California, a UPS warehouse. Another one on the 11th of April, Lansing, Michigan, tires and metal sheeting. 12th of April, Barkeyville, Pennsylvania, Heath Oil distributes petroleum products. Another one on the 12th of April, Whitehall Township, Pennsylvania, Holcomb or something like that, U.S. Whitehall Cement Plant, 14 types of cement. 13th of April, Salinas, California, Taylor Farms, they do solid lettuce, fresh produce. Another one the 13th of April, Burley, Idaho, Jim State Processing, they do potatoes. Another one on the 13th of April, Vernon Township, Pennsylvania, J.M. Smucker Company, they do dried goods. 14th of April, Scott, Louisiana, Champion X Chemicals, they do chemistry programs, chemical technologies. Another one on the 14th, Doral, Florida, Miami-Dade, I guess, area. Don't know the company. Paper and propane tanks. 15th of April, Haven, Kansas, Midstream Gas Plant, natural gas cryogenic processing plant. The 18th of April, Defer, Oregon, Azure Standard, headquarter, oils. Let's see, the 19th of April, Leotti, Kansas, Nutrient Ag Solutions. They do fertilizer. So there you go. that is that is a rundown, and Lord knows there's probably some that's not in the list, and again, others that are on the list, I would say they're probably not, not necessarily foul play. But it is, when you look at it like that, when you have them all put out in front of you like that, it's kind of like, damn, it's only April. And it's just interesting how many that in one way or another involve fuel or food. And I thought the plastics ones was interesting myself too, because I think plastics is an industry that they would try to target, because that's a big industry, huge industry. Without plastics, man. So anyway, I've got some tabs up too. I was going to go over real quick, and then go on into the headlines. I wanted to go through that list with you though, because I saw it, and I'm sure they worked really hard at getting that list put together, and I thought I had a really good looking list, and I figured I would share it with you guys. So I also put the list up on YouTube, so it's like in the community. And I say list. I put the pictures up there on YouTube. So just go to the community section and nab them if you would like. I guess really we can go ahead and move on. Let me have a drink of coffee. Got the grass mowed today. I was looking forward to doing my first mowing. In spots it really needed something done, but the most of the yard, it was kind of even hard to tell you cut it. One of those things. The next cutting, it'll be all a little more even, a little bit. Oh, fun times. So anyway, as I suspected yesterday, I was saying I kind of suspected that starting today we'd be picking back up a little bit the pace as far as news is concerned. And I would certainly say we did. So, certainly say we did. I have a few vapes. We'll go through these tabs and say the hell with the week. Looking forward to that. Temperature's nice today. They're going to be nice tomorrow. Awesome, awesome. Alright. I reckon I'll get this done. Fire breaks out at Russian military research facility. We were just talking about all those kinds of things going on, and I mentioned earlier that not only did one happen at this particular Russian military research facility, but another one happened at a chemical plant. And I don't have a tab open for the one at the chemical plant, but I do have one for this one. This says a fire broke out at the Russian Defense Ministry's research facility on the city of Tver, some 180 kilometers or 112 miles northwest of Moscow on Thursday. At least 7 people were killed in the blaze, a representative of the emergency services told the media. The local medics said that 7 people required hospitalization as a result of the incident, with 3 of them placed in intensive care. Most of the patients had suffered burns, they added. Initial reports suggested that 2 people were killed and 20 others were in the fire. Footage from the scene shows large clouds of smoke billowing from the upper floors of the building, which belongs to the Central Research and Development Institute of Aerospace Defense Troops. The burning building has been evacuated, with fire brigades currently working on site. According to preliminary data, the blaze spanned across some 1,000 square meters and caused a partial collapse of the roof. The fire had started in one of the rooms on the second floor of the administrative building. So, was it just an oopsie? Or, it started in the administrative building? And it could have been a coffee pot. It could have been a microwave. Could have been any number of things. I get that. But, I'm really curious how the building was built. Because if you were to have a fire start like that in most administrative buildings, I would think, for it to get that stupid that quick, and I don't know their building codes, I don't know anything like that, and I know all that stuff plays huge roles in it. But it just seems that they would have that big of an out of control fire at a facility like that because a coffee pot shorted out. You know what I mean? Something. Pentagon backtracks on Ukraine aircraft supplies claim. Says here, no nation has sent any fighter jets to Ukraine, Pentagon spokesman John Kirby admitted on Wednesday as he apologized for having created a false impression and retracting an earlier statement from the U.S. Defense Department on arms supplies to Kiev. I was mistaken, Kirby said, adding that although he did not say that Ukraine had received whole aircraft, that was the impression that I gave you. The spokesman has explained that he himself got a misguided impression about another nation following through with its offer to provide Ukraine with whole fixed-wing aircraft. It has not, so I was in error in saying that, in past tense, they had been given whole aircraft. I regret the error, Kirby added. So, from my understanding, they got parts. And I'm assuming that, several aircraft were able to be put back in service due to the parts. So, I don't know. That's kind of what I gathered from other reading that I've done. When it says here on Tuesday, the Pentagon spokesman told journalists that Ukraine troops have received additional aircraft and additional parts to help them get more aircraft in the air. He did specify at the time, though, that the U.S. had only helped with shipping certain spare parts and did not transport the whole aircraft. So they're kind of walking a line is what they're doing, because if they go too far, yeah, and it wouldn't, in fact, I would think even by now, Russia could make the full-on claim that we're involved along with other nations. But I think sending them entire aircraft, really kind of, that's not, a box of smoke bombs. Anyway, U.S. bans all Russian ships, so this is kind of escalated, and these are all kind of in the order I pulled them out, so. Washington will follow the lead of European Union and ban all Russian-affiliated ships from docking at U.S. ports, President Joe Biden announced on Thursday. This applies to all vessels flying the Russian flag owned or operated by entities from the country, which means, I guess, we're not buying any more Russian crude, which we were. After we sanctioned them, we bought a bunch more oil, and then... So, I don't know, maybe this doesn't include the oil. Anyway, no ship that sails under the Russian flag or that is owned or operated by a Russian interest will be allowed to dock in a U.S. port or access our shores. None, Biden said on Thursday morning at the White House after meeting with Ukrainian Prime Minister. Well, what if they're immigrants, right? What if they floated on a raft all the way from Russia to the United States? You couldn't turn away. No, you definitely couldn't turn away an illegal immigrant. I know you can't. The EU banned Russian ships from its ports on April 6. Biden said the move intends to deny Russia the benefits of the international economic system that they so enjoyed in the past. Now they're just going to enjoy their own monetary system. That's about all that's going to do. Hang on. Coffee time. Coffee time. Surprised I didn't get yelled at. For ruining a perfectly good song. Russia, I can't even say it, closes consulates of 3 NATO countries. This is definitely an escalation. The Russian Foreign Ministry responded to the unfriendly actions of 3 Baltic states on Thursday by closing their consulates and declaring their staff persona non grata. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania had previously announced their decision to close their Russian consulates. The ministry summoned top representatives of the diplomatic missions of these countries to express a strong protest over such measures. During the meeting, Russia announced it would forbid the operations of all 3 countries' consulates general in St. Petersburg, as well as Latvia's consulate and Estonia's consulate in Pskov. The foreign ministry specified the decision was made on the basis of principle of reciprocity, as well as taking into account the military assistance that was being provided by these countries to Kiev and the covering up of the crimes of Ukrainian nationalists against the civilian population of the Donbass and Ukraine. So, again, it's, diplomatic escalations, but escalations nonetheless. And we were speaking of missiles and stuff today a little bit. China. And this came out right after I put out that video today. China test fires hypersonic anti-ship missile, says reports. The Chinese military has apparently test-fired its most advanced ship-borne hypersonic missile, dubbed YJ-21 or Eagle Strike 21, ahead of the Navy's 73rd anniversary celebrations. The Hong Kong-based South China Morning Post reported on Thursday. A short video clip that has surfaced on social media shows what appears to be the YJ-21 missile being launched from China's Type 055 warship, the Chinese Navy's largest and most advanced destroyer, according to the SCMP. Few details about the missile are available so far. Citing Chinese defense experts, the SCMP has reported that it might have a range of between 1,000 and 1,500 kilometers and is designed to target aircraft carrier strike groups. The ship-borne YJ-21 missile, which has a range of up to 1,000 kilometers, is able to hit any vessel in any aircraft carrier strike group, any Beijing-based naval analyst Li Ji told the SCMP. The Type 055 destroyers have up to 112 vertical launch missile cells, the paper added. The news has been picked up by the Western media, including The Times, which said on Thursday that the missile might pose a risk to U.S. aircraft carriers. Video images of the launch of the YJ-21 from a Type 055 Rinhai-class cruiser prompted warnings from analysts that the hypersonic missile poses an even greater threat to American aircraft carriers than the DF-21 and DF-26 carrier killer ballistic missiles already deployed by the Chinese Navy, the paper said. Chinese officials have not commented on the media reports so far, neither has Washington. So, I'm telling you, that theater's going to light up too. They will light up at the same time. Because it would, on their part, it would be foolish to do anything otherwise. Let's see. And this is the last one I have open here. Israel hits targets in Gaza second time in 2 days. Israel has hit 2 targets, including a Hamas weapons factory in the Gaza Strip, in an apparent retaliation for an attack on the Israeli town of Sderot, and I'm sure I said that wrong, from the Palestinian enclave. On Thursday, the Israeli Defense Forces said 1 rocket was launched from Gaza the previous night. In response, fighter jets attacked an underground facility producing rocket engine components. This attack will cause significant damage to the rocket production process in the Gaza Strip, the forces said in a statement. Attempts by Hamas-controlled enclave to take down the planes have failed, according to an IDF spokesman, but prompted Israel to carry out a second strike, this time targeting a military compound used by the Hamas terrorist organization. During the second raid, the gunshots triggered the Israeli Iron Dome air defense system, with the malfunction currently being investigated, the IDF said. The Times of Israel, citing a medic statement, reported that 3 people had received treatment for debris-related injuries following a strike from Gaza. Hamas responded to last night's events by saying that it would increase the persistence of the Palestinians and their commitment to continue the struggle. So, you got that going on too. Fun times. Hang on. Oh, that's weird. I had a notification I needed to check out for one of the groups on Facebook. There it is. Oh, okay. I reckon we're about to this point in the show. Let me have another sip of coffee or two. Lots of craziness. I couldn't resist tweeting out the news about Mike Tyson. So, and if you're unaware of that, Mike Tyson told Will Smith to hold his beer. So, well, what he actually did was beat the hell out of a passenger on an airplane, but, you know. Who's counting assault charges, right? Apparently nobody, because I don't think they even gave him assault charges for it. It's freaking crazy. I mean, if anybody should be able to have some self-control, it should be somebody like that, because, you know, I don't know, the guy did seem kind of annoying, though, so I don't know. From the video, anyway. I don't know. It might have been hard not to pop the guy, to be honest. Let's see. All of them I put out starting this morning. And this actually happened yesterday, but threatening aircraft prompts brief U.S. Capitol evacuation. White House to appeal COVID mask rule. Or was that this morning? Hell, I can't remember. Mariupol captured, says Russia. And it's, what is it? Mariupol? Something like that. I never can say it right. Israel adds Chinese yuan to reserves. Oh, yeah. I just looked up. Yeah. I know, right? Bit a dude's ear off. That's what that dude should have did. That dude should have bit his ear off. Let's see. Did I say Israel adds Chinese yuan to the reserves? If I didn't, I did now. Oh, hell, I sleep during the show all the time, man. Haven't you been able to tell? Israel adds Chinese... Oh, how many times am I going to read? That's the question. Germany and Netherlands roll out gas drilling plans. Well, we're going to put a hole over there. Good job. American Zelensky critic goes missing in Ukraine. Fire breaks out at Russian military research facility. Oh, I covered that. Sorry. Russia not facing default, says central bank. I covered that one. India accused of blocking military plane picking up aid for Ukrainians. Austria halts Russian oil imports. Russia's top banker keeps her job. Ukraine threatens terrorist attack on Crimean bridge. Putin calls off assault on Mariupol steel plant. Sanctioned Russian oil tycoon resigns. Russia warns G20 of global impact of sanctions. UK promises not to lecture India. Well, good for you, UK. Kremlin puzzled why Zelensky is unaware of Russia's peace proposals. Covered that one. Russia sanctions Mark Zuckerberg. Good job, Russia. Kiev lobbies to block Russian gas pipeline, says a report. Russia closes consulate. Oh, covered that one. Covered that one. Here's the Tyson story here. There you go. 50 seconds of what the hell did I just watch? Oh, hang on. You gotta hear it. Sorry, I didn't have the volume up. Sorry.
This is George talking to Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms. You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy as fuck.
He should have never gave you his money.
Peasants. They're peasants. That's what mine.
JetBlue, mid flight. My boy just got beat up by Mike Tyson. Turn that way. Yeah, he got fucked up. Just trying to ask for an autograph, man.
Hey. Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's do the horse, man.
He was straight beating on him. But did that not look like the scene from Friday? Didn't you want to hear whatever his name was say, "You got knocked the fuck out"? I know I did. I mean, it just had that look on his face. Like, sorry for the language, but I couldn't resist. Anyway. U.S. oil giant pulling out of Russia, says media. Z rails against wanton use of sanctions. Trump denies cutting off interview with Piers Morgan. Zelensky hopes for military victory in Mariupol. 500 pounds of marijuana scattered on the interstate during a crash yesterday. That would be on 4/20. 500 pounds of marijuana in Missouri. And how much you bet that they probably only recovered about 300 something pounds of it? You know what I mean? How'd you like to be following that accident? Be like, dude, I'll be right with you to check if you're okay. I think I lost something. About 5 bales later, you walk back and you say, you injured? How do you feel? Okay, well, I want to go be feeling all right, so I'll talk to you later. I know, horrible. That wasn't legal weed, by the way, so they were arrested. Let's see. UK leader calls Putin a crocodile. How dare you? Germany, Spain, and Portugal endorse candidate in French election. Boris Johnson faces another investigation. Surprise, surprise. CNN aborted after just 21 days. I wish that was a really literal headline, but it's not. Israel hits targets in Gaza second time in 2 days. Oh, I covered that. Sorry. Zelensky reveals Ukraine's financial losses. And that's it. And that's it. Fun times, right? So with that, I am going to get out of here. And, I don't know. Probably won't do much more tonight, but definitely be doing some flying tomorrow. Anyway, I am out of here. I hope you all have a good evening and a good weekend, and we'll talk to you on Sunday, God willing. Hopefully, we'll see you then. Appreciate you coming. As always, God bless you. We love you. Be one with your spirit, and shalom.